Okay, officially welcome everyone this evening. So happy to see you or hear you all. Today I want to talk, and I want this tonight to be really interactive. In the past, I've kind of done my little training blurb, and then we've kind of opened it up for everybody. This time, I'd really love to have your interaction more throughout this whole call. I want to talk today about how to talk to people and like when you're out and about and meeting people, how to bring up plexus and make plexus contacts from meeting cold contacts. Like we're talking the cashier at the grocery store, just those kind of contacts. So I want to start with you. Hey, Brad, how do you bring up plexus in conversation with people when you're out and about?
Um, well, I mean, for me, not having been allowed to talk about plexus at my job kind of made it hard, so I'm still kind of figuring out how to do that a little bit more. I did try, like, there was this really friendly lady in the grocery store the other day talking about her health, and I kind of started talking about mine, but then she, like, cut the conversation off and walked away. But for me, the plan was just to tell her a little bit about my story because she had shared with me that she was trying to get healthy and lose weight, and so I just wanted to share with her a little bit of my story. But if she hadn't cut me off, I still think to have gotten into plexus a little bit.
Awesome. So sharing your story. I love that. I love that. How about you, Lisa? Mm-hmm. You're muted.
Yes, I was. Okay. I don't know. I haven't. I've been trying to figure that man out myself. But I guess sometimes if you have a chance to talk to people, I know maybe not when I've been out and about, but sometimes when I've been talking to someone new or someone I haven't talked to for a while, sometimes I drop the line, "Oh, and I'm starting a business," and they'll be like, "Oh, what business?" And then I'll tell them a little about it and about why I decided to do it and a little my testimony, and so that can open interest sometimes.
I love that, Lisa. I love that. Did I just cut you off? Were you going to continue saying something?
No.
I just spilled a whole bunch of popcorn. I use that same thing, Lisa. I find that oftentimes, like just throwing out little clues and waiting for people to respond. Two of my biggest areas of meeting people are one at the laundromat because we use the laundromat, and then number two, the grocery store. And so for me, when I first started Plexus, the grocery store was probably my biggest thing because I'd be checking out buying my groceries. My kids would be asking for something, something there, that they display. And I would tell the cashier laughingly, I would tell them, I just started taking something that's helped me with my craving, so I don't think my kids need it either. And we'd just laugh about it. And more times than not, they would say, that sounds like something I need. And then I'd just tell them a little bit about my story. And we'd just start a chat from there. And I'd say, would you like more information about it? And we'd exchange information. So that's one of the things that I've done is just throw out clues. I do that all the time, what you're talking about, Lisa. Yeah, I have a home business, so blah, 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 blah. Like I find some way to throw it out there. When I was a kid in church, our teacher would say, he had us do this game where he had flashcards that had words written on them. So let's say one flashcard said pink, another one said elephant, another one said Noah, another one said ocean, right? And he had all these flashcards, and we had to practice taking words and connecting them. He would give us a flashcard. We would talk about that for a certain amount of time, and then he would randomly pull another flashcard, and we had a certain amount of time to try and blend those two conversations together. So let's say I'm going on talking about the color pink, and he pulls out Noah. I have so much time to try and turn the conversation from talking about pink to somehow naturally blending it to talk about Noah. And I think now it was a great exercise. Like, I don't know what he was thinking. He was trying to teach us, I mean, he was going through school to be a lawyer. And he was trying to teach us all how to be pros and public speakers and be great at doing sermons and everything. But I really think that that exercise is helpful, because learning how to tie conversations together and be able to kind of just bring up plexus in a natural way, I think it's helpful for that. Like I said, I will throw out that I have a business, whether it's by saying, oh, it's so nice to get out and about today. I am a self-declared homebody. I even have a home business, so it's great to be out today. Isn't this weather beautiful? Whatever it is, just some excuse to bring it up. Another thing that I will bring up is, okay, the cravings, the home business. I can't think of anything else right now, but just, yeah, excuses like that. That works really well for me. Did either of the others of you, that probably was not grammatically correct, have anything else you want to add about that you've thought of anything else about how you have helped bring up plexus in a situation where you weren't quite sure how to bring it up?
I don't have very many more ideas, but thank you for yours.
Yeah.
I'm excited to start practicing some of that a little bit more.
Yeah, sometimes it comes across awkward, but you have to practice. Like, I love this Rock the Pink episode that I watched with Jarrett Aber, and he says the first few times you're going to do anything, you're going to do it badly. So just do it and just get it done and over with. So it's just good practice. I've gotten a lot of contacts that way. Something else that I will do is I will try to find a way to connect with that person, even if it has nothing to do with plexus, so that I can get them on my Facebook, because we all know that Facebook is what I love posting on Facebook. That's like my thing. I love reaching out and sharing plexus on my Facebook. And so if I can get somebody on my Facebook, even if our conversation has been too short, to be able to turn that conversation into a plexus conversation, if I can at least find something to bond us to where I can make the excuse of, hey, I'd like to keep in touch, or I'd love to know more about your homeschool group, or, if the person homeschools or knows someone that homeschools and it comes up that my kids are going to homeschool. Yeah, I'd like more information about, the homeschool group that you use or that your friend uses. Hey, can I add you on Facebook? I love to communicate that way. I'll just come up with all sorts of reasons and excuses. Just try and find ways to get them onto my Facebook so that I know they'll see my post then. Because the thing is, often someone can say, yes, they're interested in more information about plexus and then never really have true interest. And the opposite is also true. People will say they're not interested because they haven't gotten full exposure to it. And I'll add them to my Facebook, and then they'll contact me later for information. Something else I've done, and I know this isn't applicable to you, Brad, but will be probably to Lisa and other people who will listen to this later, is just play dates. Like, I'll meet other moms who have small kids. Hey, do you want to get together for a play date sometime? And then there's so many moms, if they're out and about with small kids, the potential of them wanting to get out and for their kids to meet other kids and that kind of sort of thing is pretty high. And so that's worked out well for me too, to be able to just connect on a friendship level, say, hey, do you want to get together for a play date, or do you want to get together and do something together, and just try and find a common area of interest, because really this is a relationship business. So if we can build the relationship, then plexus can come up later. If I can get them on my Facebook, then we can develop the relationship and plexus later, even if plexus doesn't come up in conversation. So I hope those ideas are helpful. Sometimes, though, if it hasn't managed to come up, I got this is actually a great idea from Sonia Dudley. Let's say you're going through checking out groceries, and it's just quick and you don't have much time. I'll pull out one of my business cards and hand it to them. Sonia Dudley says you can say something like, hey, I'm sharing some products that are new to your area. I'd love for you to check them out. They really help. I forget her exact wording, but they really help balance out the body. You probably know somebody that needs balance in their life. And so the business card trick works great too. Also, it's a great, if someone's wanting your information, pulling out your business card, and then they'll see that you do Plexus. But I love that one of, like, if the conversation, just backing up a bit, if the conversation is long enough that I get to tell them about Plexus, great. If it's not, at least get them on Facebook. And then if it's even shorter, find a way to give them my business card, because that in and of itself will, bring something up, or at least they have it for later. So things that I'll do to, other things that I will say to make the opportunity to give my business card is just, hey, it's been great to meet you. I'd love to leave you my business card. These products in this business has changed my life, and I'd love to tell you more about it if that's something that would interest you. Just something short and sweet. Handing someone your business card as you say goodbye does not really seem that uncomfortable. So those are just a few ideas that I have. Anybody else thought of anything that any questions you have, or anything else you want to add to that? Lisa, if you are saying something, you're muted, just so you know.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
No, I was just thinking I need to get some business cards. I haven't done it yet. I also was wondering, and I guess there's only two of us. I know you were thinking about doing the lanyard. I didn't actually end up ordering it yet. But what do you think? Do you think anyone else on the team would be interested in one? I don't know if you saw my post, Brad. I said I was making a lanyard that said, "Ask me about Plexus" on it, because I used to lose my keys, or rather lock them in the car all the time, until I got a lanyard and I put my keys on that and wear it when I'm out shopping. And the one I have right now says, "I love Jesus" on it. And now and then people will say, "Oh, I like your lanyard," or "I love Jesus too," or something like that. So I know people read it. And I thought, if I had something that was pink or maroon and it said, "Ask me about Plexus," maybe people would ask just out of curiosity.
Brad, are you still there?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. That's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. I think if it's working with the one you already have, you should definitely give it a shot.
But the thing is, to get them, I have to order several. I can't just get one. So that's why I was thinking,
I see what you're saying.
Anyone else that's interested in something like that?
I probably wouldn't, only because I am not a huge lanyard person. but hey, if you already are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that brings up another great topic, Lisa. A lot of people will say, get swag, your water bottle, your shirts, wear shirts that say Plexus. So many people have, hey, what's Plexus? And especially they have such great t-shirts coming out now, like not just like Plexus, but like y'all need Plexus, or ask me about Plexus, or this girl's powered by Plexus, or there's just so many or this guy, they have one that too. This guy is powered by Plexus. Just different things that are more creative, that aren't so in your face like Plexus logo, but that will encourage people to ask questions. That's another great conversation starter.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. I just kind of wanted to talk about this because I feel like for myself, I depend on Facebook a lot because I am home all the time. Well, not all the time anymore. I'm actually working on getting out more. I have started going to, this week I've been going to the park more. And of course, there's always moms at the park, and dads too sometimes. Also, I've been going to the library for story time on Friday morning. So that's been a great networking opportunity. I've made some great friends there, plenty of Facebook friends. Also, they had a thing this afternoon that we went to. Just a great way to kind of mingle and network. You just never know when you're going to make that great relationship. There's a painting class in town, Brad, that I just found out about, and I was thinking, oh my goodness, I need to try that. Brad is so good with his
That's awesome.
class. And so I've been thinking about joining that, like going to a painting class once a week. I went to a yoga class the other day, and I'm thinking about going to a different Christian-oriented one. sometime soon. It's just like I'm trying to get out and network, because even if that specific visit or that specific connection doesn't result in anything Plexus, it's still growing me, and it's still encouraging me, and it's helping me to become more comfortable as a networker and as a not stuck at home kind of person. So those are some of my tips. I'm just trying to get out more, and then when I am out, just make conversation, build relationships, and try and somehow drop hints to turn the conversation towards Plexus. And when that can't happen, to just focus on the relationship. There was a lady I met at the park who's interested in becoming an ambassador, and I really didn't think it was going to go anywhere necessarily with Plexus. But it has. And just from her watching my Facebook post, really, I mean, we got together for play dates and everything, and she just didn't really seem that interested in Plexus. But watching my Facebook, she's gotten really interested in it. So those are some tips. I love that I have gotten so many people from my local area just from bringing it up in conversation somehow. So those are my tips for today. Does anyone else have anything to add?
No.
I'm going to stop the recording.